Have you ever wondered why, despite tirelessly searching, happiness seems to slip through your fingers? In our next story, you will discover through the teachings of Buddha how a man caught in the web of his own sadness and confusion learns that the secret to a full and happy life lies not in external answers, but in the power of looking within. Join us on this journey of self-exploration, where questions about pain, happiness, and the true meaning of life are unraveled, revealing that the key to eternal serenity is, and always has been, in our own hands. Once a man came to the temple and took refuge. After spending 2 days alone, he said to the Buddha, "O Buddha, I have some questions on my mind. I would like to know the answers to these questions from you." Buddha said to him, "Tell me what question you have." The man said, "I am not happy at all in my life. I am always very sad. There is no happiness in life. I want to know why this is happening to me." Gautama Buddha said, "First tell me the cause of your pain. What are the exact causes of your pain and anxiety?" The man thought about Buddha's words for a moment and said, "What kind of question is that? I ask you, and without answering, you ask me again." Buddha smiled and said, "It is your pain. You must know what are the causes of your pain." The man said, "Buddha, you are a prophet. You can read minds. You must know everything." Buddha smiled gently and said, "It is your mistake. You think someone else will free you from pain. But that never happens. Only you can solve your problem. I am like you. The only difference is that I have no confusion. The day your inner confusion ends, you won't need to go to a Buddha to solve your problem." Have you ever watched flowers carefully? The man was surprised and said, "Who has not seen flowers?" The Buddha said, "The flower bloomed like a bird in the morning, bloomed during the day and ended at night. If the flower had known that it would end in the evening, the flower would not have bloomed. Just like if you always think about pain, you will never be happy. There are still many things in your life that can make you happy. You can always smile and enjoy life to the fullest. You will only find happiness in life if you follow this path. I can show you the way. I can tell you the way, but you have to walk alone. Only then will you be happy in life." Hearing this, the man was silent for a moment. After thinking for a moment, he said, "But Buddha, I don't understand. One thing, is it possible to solve all the problems in my life at once?" Buddha slowly began to say, "If someone comes to you and tells you that you will die in the next 10 minutes, you will not remember a problem like that. Because then you will only think about the absolute truth of life, which is death. You will feel like, what's the point of thinking about problems? I will be gone after 10 minutes. We never think that this life is fleeting. Our desires become so strong that we accept our life as immortal. Happiness and sadness in life are not permanent. The cause of that happiness and sadness is our karma and our thoughts." The man was listening attentively to Buddha. He then said, "Should I keep thinking that I'm going to die? Will this solve the problems?" Buddha said, "No, never think like that. Just think that your existence in this world is uncertain, and while you are there, live happily. Think carefully. You still have many things that make you happy. Live with them. Fix your mind and see to it that there is no confusion in your mind. All the sorrows and pains of life are caused by desire. Control the mind. If you can make the mind as simple as that of a child, you will attain eternal happiness." The man asked, "How can I control the mind?" Gautama Buddha said, "You must know the difference between happiness and sorrow. You have to understand what happiness is for you and what sorrow is. The mind must be controlled so that it is neither happy even in extreme happiness, nor sad even in extreme sadness. You have to stand firm in the middle position. If you analyze in real life what are your pains or what are the causes of these pains, ultimately the conclusion is that the cause of all pain is yourself and the mind controls you. So if you can control the mind, the pain will end." Then Buddha said to the man, "If you can do one more little thing, you will find that the pain in your life is gone forever." The man said with great enthusiasm, "Tell me, Buddha, what should I do?" Buddha said, You will not talk to anyone for the next 2 days. You will write on a piece of paper in the lonely place of REM, thinking about your sorrows and the reasons for them. And write on another piece of paper what happiness you still have left and what the reasons are. Do not hurry, you will have plenty of time. Go and think. Think perfectly. The man bowed to Buddha and walked to the secluded corner. 2 days later, he returned to Buddha with many papers. Buddha said, "First, let me listen to the index of your pain." The man began to read. "First, all the brothers in my family are rich, but I am poor and in debt because I'm afraid to act. I rest rather than act, and I always compare myself with others. Second, my neighbors saved a lot of money, but I could not. The reasons are: first, I worked less and earned less money, but I spent a lot of money on bad company, so I didn't save a penny. Third, my wife has been sick for a long time. I am responsible for it because of my negligence. I did not take her to any doctor and just gave up the opportunity. And the truth is that there is a secret wish in my mind. If this woman dies of an illness, I will remarry a beautiful woman. Fourth, I imagine illusory happiness all day long and worry and cry because I am not satisfied due to lack of money, and drink alcohol every day to forget my sorrow. And again, I am solely responsible for this. I know I can't afford it, but I want to have it all. Even if I don't have them, I can have a wonderful day, and I find excuses for alcohol and cheating. O Buddha, these are my 4 pains, and at the root of all the pains are my actions and my thoughts." This time Gautama Buddha smiled and said, "Well, now tell me the list of your happiness." The man replied with much enthusiasm, "I am happy and have so much joy inside. I just realized for the first time in my life in the last 2 days that my list of causes of happiness is so long that it will take me a few hours to finish reading." Buddha smiled and said, "Not only for you, but for all of us, the cases are the same. We only waste precious time of life thinking about the causes of pain. In fact, our life is a storehouse of happiness, peace, and joy." "Well, you haven't read the whole list." The man began to read with great joy. "The first joy is that I now live in this world. I am healthy and strong. I have parents, a wife, and children. Like these lucky people in the world, I have the greatest wealth, such as the affection of my parents, the love of my beautiful wife, the tenderness of my son, and my happiness of being a father. I can work. I am fit and healthy. I can improve my income by doing any job. I can happily meet the needs of all family members. I am happy because I can build a happy family as much as possible without comparing myself with any of my neighbors and siblings. With the humanity born in me by your grace, I can get out of my bad habits and live in eternal peace. And the greatest joy and good fortune is that I have found a place at the feet of Lord Gautama Buddha. By your grace, as long as I am temporarily on this earth, I will know the truth of life, know myself with a firm mind, and keep myself and others in eternal bliss." Buddha said, "Go back to your family. This time you will be reborn today. Live a life of eternal peace with a firm mind. If there is any slight confusion in your mind about life, tell yourself that life is too short and that I am not here to make a slave of pain. Analyze and discover the cause of pain and destroy it immediately. Only then will you find eternal happiness, eternal joy,